Well, Thomas Jefferson really is synonymous with America, what America is about, because he's the author of the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal, pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. So people have this as sort of an American ideal, and it's been translated around the world. I learned that 5 years after Jefferson authored the Declaration of Independence, he was governor of Virginia, the largest and most powerful state in America at that time, and he was forced to flee when the British successfully invaded Virginia. So it really got me thinking, well, this was 5 years after the Declaration. We celebrate that in America as this great moment, fireworks go off and so forth. But this story, I thought, really underscores that the Revolution really was not so easy. Was how much the Revolution was still on this incredible razor's edge 5 years later, and how many people in Virginia at this time were becoming upset that things were not going well. A lot of people that Jefferson was counting on to help him, the militia basically, some of them were not turning out, and some of them were turning against the Revolution or were not wanting to show up, and there were mutinies and draft riots. So it really underscores how difficult the Revolution was. When he fled Monticello from the British, just minutes ahead of them, his future was very uncertain. He said that he wanted nothing more to do with politics. He had not a particle, quote unquote, of interest in being in politics. And it wasn't until 20 years later that he actually became president. When he won in 1800, he called it a, quote, second American Revolution. He really thought it was very important that he get in power, although he was against great federalism in Washington. He became president and used some of that power in some ways and tamped it down in some other ways. But he did keep the country out of war during the 2 terms for 8 years that he was president. When you read some of his letters, it's hard to translate history from that long ago to today, but I think there's certainly lessons there for people to look at his views about federal power, his views about war, and so forth. I think a lot of them are still very relevant, as the Declaration of Independence is still very relevant today to what's happening.